Howdy folks, welcome to episode 3. Today we are going to work on our hovercraft, but first, we've got some incoming drones here. So what I wanted to do, since last episode I made the assault rifle, and I always want to at least make one of those and use it before I go straight for the projectile pistol. But yeah, I want to, let's see, let me check out this and see how many bullets it has in it too. Okay, I do need to get rid of those bullets. But yeah, I want to create the projectile pistol, and I've been crafting these parts in the meantime, and so I've got a lot of the stuff that I'm going to need. And let me get a couple more things queued up while I'm waiting for that to create, because I need a small ammo box, and I'll probably need a cargo box or two. And I'll probably want to put a door on my base as well. So let's get this projectile pistol going. And yeah, so here's what we have right now. We have the cockpit. We got a bunch of copper, cobalt, silicon. These guys are really busy up there. And I made some fuel packs. So as you see, it used up a whole bunch of my stuff already. Just making these components. But yeah, so we're gonna get some more of this stuff made. Wow, that was quick already. Okay, we're gonna get this stuff going, and we're going to go out and take care of these drones first. So let me get this thing loaded up, and we'll see if we can get rid of these guys. So, like I was gonna show you last time, you can fly out here and see what's going on. And there's 1, 2, 3, 4. Is it 5 of them? Because I know I saw 5 coming in. Is it just me, or does one like disappear? Okay. So anyway, let's get out here and start taking these guys out. Hopefully without taking damage ourselves. Come on. They're all in front of me. Yeah, there we go. And I need to turn on my jetpack because I keep forgetting to do that. I just loaded up the game, so. And we'll get back here. Whoa. Went a little faster than I expected. Okay, there he is. There's one. And we'll see if we can get these other guys. Come on. There's 2. And I'll probably have to do something about the lack of wildlife around here. I will probably adjust the file again. Probably adjust the YAML file for this planet. And the 2 are down here. Okay. There's 1 more left. And let's get rid of this guy. And pause. Is he going to be shooting me when it just come back? Okay. There we go. Okay, so let's go loot these guys and get our stuff, because this will help us in our quest to build a a hovercraft. So actually, you know what? This is faster. This thing actually flies faster than your player can run. So, and that's the other nice thing about the Tier 2 pistol, is that you get lots of 50 cal ammo. So, especially from the drones and stuff. But yeah, you tend to get a lot of the 50 cal ammo, which is really handy. So basically, there's a point in the game where you pretty much don't have to make ammo anymore, because you get so much of it from all the stuff that you shoot. So let's get this guy. Should be able to reach him. Come on. Come on. A little more. There we go. Alright. Okay. So we actually got quite a bit of ammo in that one. And where did my base go? Still need to make some kind of marker on there. And so I crafted a door because I wanted to widen this out and make it so that it's, you know, like a proper doorway, not some mouse hole in the wall. And let's see if we can do that. And I've got some more concrete blocks here too. So what you can do is you can right click on blocks, and it will give you options of what type of shape you can make with them, and then you can rotate them. With the insert and delete keys, changes which axis you're spinning them on. and the home and end keys changes which way they are rotated on that axis. So I think we're just going to put a basic, here we go, yeah, like that, a basic ramp there, and we'll probably put one here as well, or whatever. But yeah, and I'll probably break out this floor a little bit more and flatten it out and make like a proper floor. But let's get our stuff here, and I'm not sure why I keep walking back to the constructor in order to do this. But so we've got steel blocks, and we've got a doorway, and I also made an oxygen generator because we're going to need that for, you do need oxygen to go around in your ship. You use oxygen while you're flying around in your ship. And I also made 100 concrete blocks. Those will come in handy. And let's see here, I should probably make a light for in here too, just for the fun of it. So we'll make a light here, and we'll put that on the wall somewhere. On the wall. What wall, right? Let's see, we'll put our light here. And now when you press P, when you're pointing at the light, it will select the light. So if I point at that and press P, it'll select the fuel tank. If I point at whatever, when you press P, it'll do that. And so I can adjust the range on this light and the intensity. I can probably turn this down since we're so close to it. But the other thing you can do with this control panel screen is you can, as you see here, you can set lock codes and you can access your constructors and all of your equipment. And I think it is now set up so that you don't even have to be standing on it, you just have to be pointing at it in order to do that, or that's a feature that they are adding soon. But anyway, I think we're going to see if we can get this hovercraft started, and because I think I have the parts I need. So we will go into our inventory here, and we'll get our starter block. And now the direction that you lay your starter block is the direction it's going to be pointing. So I'm standing at the back of it, and this is the front. And so you can also tell that when you place down your cockpit. If you just lay a cockpit down, it's going to be at whatever is the front of the ship. And it's funny, the backpack is still showing up there. I wonder how long that's going to take to to go away. I thought they despawned after like 10 minutes, but it's and it's right there, and it keeps disappearing and reappearing. Apparently I'm right on the threshold. Anyway, enough distractions. Let's see if we can get this thing built. So we're going to put a fuel tank and a generator, and then we need some hover engines on there, and that'll be our basic setup. And I probably should have thrown all that other stuff. Oh, and the RCS we need as well, and the thrusters. So we will get the fuel tank. We'll put this in there, and our generator, we'll put that right behind the cockpit, kind of protecting. The generator has a ton of hit points, so you do want to put that where it will protect other stuff. You can put it where it'll protect other stuff. And let me see, I'll put my RCS down here. And we have 3 hover engines, and so what I wanted to do was I wanted to place those. I'm going to place one in the back, and so we're going to do this. I only placed like 10 blocks. Okay, so we're going to do this, and then we're going to place our hover engine. And you know what? I don't think it's going to let me place it right there. I'm going to need to make some more blocks. So let me see here. We'll get one. And also, if you hold down the N key, let's show the center of mass for this thing, just for the fun of it. And we want to do, I think it's an XY, and nope, it's YZ. And you click on your block while you're still holding the N key the whole time. You click on your block, and you can set where your symmetry axis is. And what this will do is it will place blocks on each side. And I want to go forward. Yeah, okay. So I want to hide that, and we're going to do that. Okay, so I need to make some more steel blocks quickly. Hopefully we won't get another drone attack, because if we do get another drone attack this time, I'm not going to be able to hide inside the base because they will take out my hovercraft while I'm standing in here. I think they'll look for targets of opportunity. So let's get this stuff out of here, and let's get the metal blocks, iron blocks. Where are they? Where are the steel blocks? Here we go. Okay, so we'll make some steel blocks here. See if we can get some of these quickly made so we can place our hover engines and our engines. And the other thing I need to queue up is some, I believe it is 15 millimeter. Yes, it shows 15 millimeter bullets. So we'll get 50. Yeah, we're going to use that. We're going to use some of our iron and get those made. So we'll get these steel blocks out of here. And that's the other thing I don't want to forget. Okay, so we've got our steel blocks, and we're going to go back out here. And I don't think I've ever been able to build something without having to go back and craft more stuff. It's almost like a personal goal of mine to be able to build something without crafting more stuff. And let's see, we'll get this. And I'm curious if I can get with the drone, maybe. Can I get underneath there with the drone? No, I can't. Okay, so I need to get the drill out and drill underneath this thing, apparently. So let's do this and see if we can get underneath now. Yeah, okay, so let's set our symmetry plane back up, and we'll get underneath this thing and we'll place our hover engines. There we go. So we've got our two hover engines there, and I need to drill this hole here with my drill again. There we go. And see if we can get underneath here and put our hover engine on there. Excellent. Okay, and so that is our hover engines. That's our configuration that we're going to use, and I'm going to change those blocks. I just placed those there temporarily, and let me get this plane turned off too. And now we just need our thrusters, so we'll get these turned around. So we need one in each of the four main directions, and so I'm going to place these here, and I guess I could have used the symmetry axis there too. And there. And we're going to put one facing backwards, and apparently I forgot to okay, yeah, I'm going to end up putting one back that way instead, and we'll put this one here. And yeah, this is very crude, and I'm going to end up, because I need a multi-tool in order to take that stuff apart. So we'll get this going here, and let's see, the other thing I need is an ammo box. We'll get an ammo box and a cargo box, and then we'll need to get the oxygen going too. So let's get the ammo box and the cargo box on here. So we'll put these here, and where's the cargo box? Oh, that's right, it's this thing. Okay, so we're going to use the regular cargo box. And is there anything else? Let's get this thing, we'll go into our control panel, we'll get it fueled. Put some fuel in here. And there we go. Now you hold down space when you first get in, and if you notice over here the hover height, when you hold shift it goes down, when you hold space it goes up. And so you fly like that. You fly that way. And let me get this thing back over by my base, just so that if I need to get to it, if we do get attacked here, we'll turn it off. There we go. And so let's grab that ammo. Let's see. We'll go grab the ammo from the base. And come on. There we go. Alright, we've got our ammo, and we can put our minigun turret on, and we can also put our lights and our hover booster on. So let's get that added on there. And we'll take this thing out in a minute. So let's see, where can we put our We'll just use the drone for this instead of trying to jump up and down. So I need to get blocks underneath this. Let's see, we'll get some blocks underneath this. 1, 2, 3, and then we'll probably put something like this. Like this. And I, again, should have used the symmetry plane. And we'll do this. And we'll throw in our ammo while I'm thinking about it. And we'll put our turret up here. There we go. Nice and centered. And I'm bald. My hair. I have no hair. I have eyebrows, though. So I've got that going for me. Yeah. But anyway, so our hovercraft is actually done, and there's one more thing I can do here. I want to put on some lights. So for those of you who are not playing on constant daylight planets, let's see, we can put lights on here. There we go. And we'll get this thing, there we go, and we can actually change those lights to make them full range. There we go. Change the range on them. Alright, so we'll go to our external view, and yeah, that's all you need for a hovercraft. Is we've got the 3 engines that makes a stable base, and you'll notice that it is, how many blocks is that? 1, 2, 3 blocks out, so it's 7 blocks wide. And you do need the bare minimum in order to have a stable platform is actually 1 block less than this, so 2 blocks out from the center on each side is what you need. And they apparently the hover engines are still bouncing over stuff like corn dogs and everything, which I find hilarious. But yeah, we're going to go over to the water's edge, and let's see, did I bring, yeah, I have the oxygen generator with me, and I have some fuel packs. So yeah, we're going to go get some oxygen made, and I need to make sure my turret is actually set up correctly too. And I don't want to do, yeah, okay, you can set it to attack predators and prey. I don't want it to attack predators at this moment. I don't want it to waste ammo. I just want it to defend itself against drones. I think I can run away from predators on my own. I've got that skill. And there's one other thing I forgot that I should, let's see, let's get out here and put this on, is the booster engine. So we'll put this on the bottom, and we'll put it right there. Okay, and so that allows us to boost. And so once this little bar over here charges up and turns white, then you'll be able to boost. And so that is the shift space. Use shift space to do that, and it will allow you to boost vertically. Now, there is a bug at the moment, unless they've fixed it, I'll have to check. But to my knowledge, there is a bug that when you are holding down the W key, the boost does not work. So let's see here. We'll go like this, and then we will boost. So yeah, it's not working. There we go. So if I let off the key like I did there, then I go flying up in the air. So there you go. And yeah, I really need to paint this thing and stuff. But it looks like it's fairly stable. I might end up changing it from 3 engines to 4 just to get a little bit more stability. But as you see here, it does work with 3 engines as the bare minimum. And now I am protected in my little thing. Cool. Is he shooting down that drone? Is he shooting at drones? Oh, there's a POI over there. I do not want to go over there. Okay, that's a POI. I thought it was just drones. Okay, so we are going to go over here, and there goes the troop transport too. What am I hearing? I know I'm hearing, oh, I'm hearing those guys. Okay, so what you can do is you can get out, and apparently I'm standing beside it instead of the other way around, instead of on top of the cockpit. And so you can use your drone. Once you have this, thing. Go like this. We can place down our oxygen generator, and we'll put in some fuel. That should be sufficient for now. And so yeah, you can, when you shoot stuff down, you can loot it with your drone. You don't have to ever step foot on the ground again like a barbarian. If you don't want to, you don't have to set foot on the ground again. So it's kind of cool like that. And what you can also do is here. What is he shooting at? Is he shooting at the troop transport? Nice. I don't know where that troop transport even went, but he's up there, and I don't know where he went. But yeah, if you wanted to hunt these guys, you could get out of your ship. Here we go, and stand on here, and then let's see. Let's see. Let's get him. Get him. Get him. And I missed. I missed horribly. Okay. They just went running off. Nice demonstration there. But yeah, anyway, as you could probably tell, you can stand on top of your hovercraft. And is this guy mad or what? Let's see. Let's reload and see if we can get him. I think he might be stuck on that thing. Really? There we go. Okay. So yeah, you can shoot these guys down, and you can get out and loot them. What was that? That was weird. Okay. So yeah, we've got raw meat and we've got milk. So yeah, you can use that as a hunting vessel, which is nice. I'm a little low here. Wow, there is a ton of food over here. Yeah, I'll have to come back and go hunting and gather a bunch of meat and stuff. And wow, the POI, I'm gonna have to remember that. The POI is shooting at me. POI can shoot at me from that distance. Alright. So anyway, guys, that's gonna be it for episode 3. Join me in episode 4, where we will take our painted and cleaned up hovercraft and do some adventuring. We'll see if we can go out and maybe get some food and maybe take on a POI as well. So we will see you guys in episode 4. Later.